Saturday, June 25th, 2022. What's going on, man? So here's the new setup. Some of you may or may not remember, but I used to own that little house over there. See, peekaboo. And I made this opening in the woods. This used to be the trail going that way between those two trees. And this was all thickly wooded. And I took care of that. Beginning March 12th. So that's why you haven't seen me around all that much. That's what I did. Took out like 50 or so trees. And got my tractor and my yoke rake and just started going at it, man. And stump grinder and all kind of crap. Did a bunch of work on the shoreline. Man, we have lost so much water here. Look at that. Look at the poles on my yeah, it shouldn't be that low. I shouldn't be able to touch that right there. The water should be out. That should be like, water should be at the bottom of the sign, basically is what I'm trying to say. Can't spit it out. Anyways, so I seeded all this, and then I got geofabric for right here. Put that down, and that's 18 yards of 21 AA. Not that you care. And here's the new camper. This is technically a dock. It's a 10 by 12 dock. That is my deck off of the camper, and a staircase that I have had leading down to my dock, which goes to the boat. So I never have to, technically, I've never really left either. Pretty cool, huh? I still plan to seed all that and then carry it through to the remaining portion of the drive just to make it, you know, look cool. Got me some furniture off Amazon this winter and a rug, you know, so it's matchy match to everything. Tables out of a pontoon boat, of course. Had to do that. What else we got going on here? I will show you where we used to keep the last camper, and that was over there. Remember? Yeah, so when you were over here before in years past, yeah, we were really shaded. But when you looked through here, it was straight up woods, thick like this, only worse. And this was the path that you used to walk down to get to the boat. So that's all changed exponentially. Eventually this will all be lawn, all of it. And this is my gas generator that I have not used but once. Because I've got solar everything going on, man. I've got 600 watts up on the roof that I installed myself. And those are 100 watt Renogy panels. And those all go to my EcoFlow Delta Pro. That is badass. She's charging up right now. It was at 60% because I used it all night. But what I do is I have a 30 amp cord going from it, and then out the scupper or access port on this side over here, right, comes out the bottom of the camper. Then I have a reducer going to my 50 amp cord going right back into the camper. Then for water, I already showed you that. I have that Nomad from Clear Source, and I get all my fresh water right from the river, and it's very purified. And then for my wastewater, well, I won't say it out loud what I do with my wastewater, but it only makes sense, you know, really. So I'll take you inside the camper. I'll show you that because I don't remember if I had showed you guys before. But this is my new cottage. And here we are. Turn some lights on. So here she is. No fireplace. TV comes up out of this thing. It's really cool what it does. I won't. It's like watching paint dry, but and everything works, man. Got the fridge rocking on propane and electric right now. Little place for Hollywood to put on her makeup if she ever decides to join me. She hasn't even seen this place yet, man. You believe that? It's crazy. And here seats, yada yada. It's perfect for me, you know. Just perfect. Here's the bathroom. Little towel nooks. I love showering here, man. I really do. Porcelain toilet. My skibbies for in a little bit here. I'm gonna hit that water because I am freaking cooking. And the bedroom. Ton of storage in here, man. Plenty of outlets. Wardrobe over here. And storage galore everywhere, and I can lift this bed up. And there's a big giant ton of storage also underneath that. So that's really it for the inside, man. Of the camper. Nice big sink, man. This sink is insane. Ooh, isn't that highfalutin? Look at that. Fancy freaking pansies. I love it, man. Anyways, just wanted to show you guys the digs since they've been done to justify my being gone as long as I have. Let's walk down to the boat. Well, I built this flagpole actually out of PVC pipe, but you'd never know it unless I told you. And that's an old boat seat pedestal. I just have lag bolted in there. Cool, huh? Here's the boat ski. Gonna be hitting this bad boy here in a minute. Cooler's all stocked for me. And no Hollywood, but she's taking care of the babies. So yeah, but look at this water, man. I mean, it should be all the way up to right. Actually, at that tree, it should be there. That's how much water we're down right now. Pretty sketchy. Super shallow right here on this side of the boat. The other side's all right, but this side not so much. So there's still a bunch of stuff I want to do out here. But I've just been spending my time enjoying it, dude. You know? And I'll leave the rest of the shenanigans till next spring, where I'll do all that seeding over there and seeding over yonder and whatnot. But I love it. Trade-off isn't very cool, but whatever. I just love it out here, man. It's my little, I have an outdoor kitchen that, like most people, I also don't use. I did use the fridge for a little while, but it seemed to draw more juice than the propane, so I used the propane on it. And I was having problems with the slide awning that I had installed this winter. Every time it poured rain, the damn thing would just fill up full of water and it wouldn't drain out. So I went to Kroger and I bought these little like 12-inch like dodgeballs, but not really like dodgeball things. I got 6 of them. I just jammed them in there and a line, and it works perfect. So I took care of that issue. Then I got, what else can I show you? Oh, so yeah, so this solar here, this just keeps the house battery charged. And that's just a 50-watt panel I got on that. But I never even use the house battery. You know, never need it. I burned through one propane tank already. Have a reserve over there. Again, I don't know why I'm telling you that. It's like, who cares? But, oh, and then I switched over all my equipment to maintain stuff out here to electric, with the exception to the lawnmower. But my weed whacker, that's one of those DeWalt fold-up ones. Man, they're awesome. I like them a lot. So that and the that DeWalt leaf blower is the cat's ass. But you got to use 5 amp hour batteries or bigger, because it'll suck through them pretty quick. There you go, man. Here's the place. Solar. Like right now, I'm probably bringing in about 490 to 500 some odd watts of juice. Seems to work all right for me, man. I tried the AC one time. What was that? I want to say last month when we had that weird heat wave. What did I get? I think I got 3.5 hours on the AC, which is 15,500 BTU. So yeah, like 3.5, 4 hours. I didn't want to run it down to 0. And then I had to plug it. Yeah, that's the time I used the generator. Yeah, plugged in the generator to recharge the EcoFlow, and that only took, what, an hour and a half? But I haven't used it since, man. Every ounce of power that I've used out here, it's been off the sun. And every drop of water has come out of that river. Off-grid ain't so bad, dude. And so, I don't know. I don't want to, like, boost EcoFlow products, but for me and what I use it for, I mean, I've watched TV every night that I'm here for, a little bit. I use the microwave briefly. I use everything in it. In that single unit right there, without the extra battery, none of the frills. This worked out perfect. So, the only thing that I've recently had an issue with was with my Nomad. The charcoal filter, the pre-filter, the one that fills out all the big sediment and whatnot, that one filter only lasted for like 300 gallons. So if you got yourself one of those, get yourself a bunch of filters too. The secondary filter, which is the virus filter, those are a little pricey, but I still don't need that, so that's cool. So that's the only real issue I've had, man. Yeah, you're just mindful of the power consumption that you use. And I use a fan, one of those little Honeywell tornadoes in there. It works fine. Still haven't needed the AC, even though I'm cooking right now. We get that nice breeze off the river, and somewhat shaded still. And all that firewood, all those trees that came out of here that I cut down, every one of them is going to be heating my house. So nothing's been wasted at all. All right, then. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Give you a perspective of my view here. I just watch boats go up and down the river. And I hate cottonwood. Till next time. See you.